بالنورين فضلا أي سر في ضيائك يا صحابيا جليلا تستحي منك الملائك رافد الإسلام نورك سابق فيه مهاجر كان يا عثمان ذو خرق كل ضائقة يبادر ورسول الله يدعو لك يهديك البشائر أترى كم شع نورا وسرورا من عطائك.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're doing well, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you how I sort of balance my university studies and stuff like that alongside with being just a normal average gym goer here and there, you know, doing a little bit of skipping, a little bit of calisthenics, and you know, a little bit of powerlifting as well. But before starting this video, I wanted to give you like a quick sort of background of my fitness journey. Not that you guys even care about it, but I thought it would be nice if I told you my little fitness journey. Now basically, for those of you guys who know me, I was born in Italy, raised up there, lived there for about 10 years before moving to this country. And when I was in Italy, I was a pretty active person, I would say. I used to go and do athletics as a kid, and I used to do swimming. I did many years of swimming, and I have multiple medals as well. So I was a little kid, and yeah, I used to do a lot of swimming, a lot of stuff. Like, even in general, like me and my family in general, we were pretty like active when it came to like working out and stuff like that, when it came to fitness. So when I came to this country, really, I wasn't like, I was just playing football here and there, and I'm not even good at it, so I wasn't really the most active person. But when I was in year 11, that's when I was like, you know what, let me finish my GCSEs. After GCSEs, I'm going to start going to the gym, because it's something that I always wanted to do. Even back in Italy, I used to see people do calisthenics in my local park and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, one day I want to get, you know, dense, muscular and strong. But I didn't really give that much thought into it. I was like, you know what, when the time comes, I'll be going to the gym. So at the end of year 11, I started to go to the gym, and I started to work out and all of that stuff. And since then, I've been working out until now. So since basically the age of 16 until now that I'm 19. So this last 3 years I've been working out. Now obviously there was lockdown and all sorts of stuff, so it wasn't as consistent as I would have wanted it to be, but it was pretty consistent. Like, in general, I was always like going to the gym, or at least working out. So I did a lot of skipping, like you guys can see all of the clips. I'm always skipping and stuff like that. I used to skip for a very long time. I actually learned how to skip since I was a kid, so back in Italy. But basically I do skip here and there. So I was focusing a lot on skipping, I was focusing a lot on calisthenics, and I'm always like changing stuff up, which is not really good, you know. It's good to like sort of sometimes stick to something, but right now what I'm doing is, obviously skipping is something that you do anyway normally, but I'm very much focused into powerlifting and very much focused into calisthenics, and obviously, you know, a little bit of bodybuilding here and there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to my fitness journey. I do work out most of the times now, especially because it's holiday, and even when uni starts, like, I'm always like working out and stuff like that every week. And one of the reasons why I do work out is because I generally enjoy it, and I've got a couple of goals when it comes to fitness, and I really like enjoy working out and like this entire fitness, you know, industry and stuff like that. I really enjoy it in general. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's like a quick sort of background of my fitness abilities and stuff like that. So throughout my whole life, I would say pretty decent slash average slash, you know, maybe a little bit more higher than average gym goer, or not gym goer, but like fitness. When it came to fitness, I was always like sort of working out. So that's basically the idea, the background behind my entire fitness journey. And let me tell you quickly about my little training plan, my ebook. Yes, I'm trying to make some money, guys, but basically hopefully my training plan, my ebook, which you guys can get somewhere down in the description below. In this ebook, I do mention the science behind the muscle gains and stuff like that. So obviously I am a biomedical science student, so there's science behind that a little bit in depth, so that hopefully you guys can benefit from it. And also my own training plan, how I go about, you know, working out as a calisthenics athlete, as a, you know, powerlifting and potentially bodybuilding athlete as well, and a little bit of other stuff, you know, skipping and all of that is mentioned slightly in the ebook. And also I mainly made this ebook for students in general because it has like an in-depth guide as to how I actually balance like my fitness journey alongside with uni and stuff like that. So obviously this video will be mentioning some of the tips from the ebook, but the ebook does have like a proper structured up. So yeah, you can check that out, links in the description below. But other than that, let me get into the video. So first things first, I wanted to talk about the idea of opportunities. Now, as a person who goes to the university, or let's say you go to the gym and you're doing GCSE or A-levels, whatever it is, it's very, very important that you find opportunities within your days and within your weeks to make sure that you can go and fit that gym workout in. Now ideally, when I was doing A-levels, I would say probably I used to go gym around 3-4 times a week, because going gym every single day, it's not really efficient, because you know your body does need time to recover. Whatever you do, you do need some time to recover, sleep, eat and all of that, and you know rest days do exist, right? So it's very, very important that as a person who's a full-time university student or a full-time student that's studying, and you have goals in which you know you need to get the necessary grades to get into your whatever future job, future university, it's very important that you find opportunities. Now the way I find opportunities now that I'm at university is basically, so I do have university roughly 4 times a week right now on campus, and basically sometimes it's 5 times as well, which means you know Saturday, Sundays I'm free, or sometimes there is a specific day within the week that I don't have university work, or I don't have enough work. So those days I can definitely go and get a nice little session in. So that's what I mean by opportunities. Another thing that I personally do is that sometimes I have lectures like 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, then my next lecture will start at 12, which means there is a 2-hour gap, which means that I can therefore sort of, you know, go to the gym in that 2-hour gap. Now again, one of the ways I do this is that I've got like a gym membership that's slightly more expensive than the usual gym membership. So I basically have access to every single pure gym in the country, and in general I've got access to other gyms around that are not pure gyms. So it's very, very important that you sort of like have a gym place that's very close to university, if that makes sense. Our university, Queen Mary, has like a gym on campus which I can go to, or you need to make sure that wherever you go to get that workout, even if you do calisthenics in the local park, it's closer to your university, so that way you're not spending as much time traveling. So that's one big tip. Yes, maybe the local gym next to your house or the local gym in your university might be more expensive than the normal gym that you go to, but honestly sometimes when you're trying to save time, I think it's very important to sort of overlook at the price and not really care about that, and try rather to save your time, so that way you're more likely to actually go to the gym and get that workout in. Now, one key tip that I wanted to give is to make sure that you are prioritizing your studies, because at the end of the day, yes, fitness might be something that you're really into, but you do need to know that your studies do come first. Now, this does depend from different people. Like, for example, back in A-levels, I used to actually have like a proper gym routine where I used to go early in the morning. In year 13, I was going in early in the morning, like 6 a.m, 7 a.m, getting the workout in, and then after that I would go back to college and then do my, you know, A-level revisions and all of that. So it does vary from different people and from different times, but usually what I would say is that find a time that works best for you to go to the gym. For example, a lot of people, let's say, might go in the middle of the day, but what happens is that if they go in the middle of the day, they might not have enough energy afterwards to revise. So find a time that's suitable for you and try to prioritize your studies, whether you do it early in the morning maybe, so that way gym is out of the way and you can go for the rest of the day, revise and whatever, or you can just, you know, go to the gym at night time, and from then onwards, after night, you go back home, shower, eat, pray, whatever, go to sleep. It's not an issue really, but find a time that suits you best, that allows you to really prioritize your studies, get the work done, and then if you want to go at night time or morning time, whatever time suits you, but try to really find that balance, because it's very important and it's crucial. And the last tip that I wanted to mention is efficiency. Now, a lot of the times we do like to go to the gym with our little workout partner and stuff like that. I do that a lot. That's one of the reasons I do it, is because I really enjoy it, and it's just nice to have someone there to support you. And because I'm trying to get into the fitness industry as well, I'm always like collabing with different people from calisthenics, powerlifting, all of that stuff. So it's very important that you do that in your free times rather than doing it on your uni days and stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, whenever I go to the gym with my mates and stuff like that, I want to get a big workout, usually going there, making sure everyone's there on time, and then going to the workout and then speaking and then recording and then doing your sets and all of that will probably realistically sometimes take up to 3 hours, 2.5 hours, and that's a long time. Then you go back home, you have to travel back home, have a shower and all of that, and eat, and all of that takes a very long time. So you need to be very efficient with your time. So personally, during university, I want to go to the gym by myself. I do this most of the times so that I can get the best workout in, go in 1 hour, or maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less depending on the time. Make sure I get the work in, make sure I'm doing the sets following the plan, and then I'm just going to go and go back home and without wasting too much time, or go back to revision. So that is very important. So try to do that most of the times. If you do want to go with your friends, that's completely fine, but I'm saying, like, try to not make it too long, because naturally when you go with your friend, you're probably going to be speaking more in between sets and you're going to be taking more time. So it's very important that you're very efficient with it. And on days that you are sort of very busy, like let's say exam season, you could just go gym less times in that week, but do more intense sessions, like do like a full body workout. That way you don't really need to go more often than usual, or you can just go and do like a whole upper body, a whole lower body, do something like that, rather than doing something like chest on one day. That's not really effective, and it's not going to be efficient, because if you're doing chest on one day and then for the rest of the week you don't do anything, it's like that's not the most efficient thing to do. So I don't really want to go too much in depth about this, but the ebook does mention all of that stuff. But in general, as I said, efficiency is the key. Make sure when you go to the gym, you get the work in, you get the little pump, and you're working out properly, and that's pretty much it. And if you're one of those people who like to make content, then one of the advice that I would give is that, because I make content all the time, I would say that just go and have like an allocated day in the week where you do the content and stuff like that, and hopefully on that day you can focus more on content and have some extra time and then get your workout in as well. Let's see if he's recording. You always gotta make sure he's recording. Easy. Woo.
And that's what I mean, man.
Bro, that was good.
From the 3 of us, innit?